today we're trying out the Ambiano Churro Maker. So I've looked at these quite a few times before. They've always been a little bit pricey, but when we saw this one in the Aldi magazine for $14.99, we thought we'd give it a go. It looks pretty simple to use, and I've already got it out of the box. Nice and compact, quite weighty, quite heavy. So we've got some lights on here, some indicators, quite a short plug, a generic catch to open and close, just like you'd get on a toasty maker or the little donut makers or cupcake makers. It makes 4 churros. And in the booklet, we've got the instructions for use, how to set it up, and also in the back, we've got a recipe for churros, basic churros, and also dipping sauce recipes. So we're going to whip up these recipes and give it a try. It looks really simple to use, so I'm hoping it won't take long. But the churros are like the long thin donuts that you get in the Disney parks and places like that, quite tasty. Let's give it a go, see how it goes. So I've got my ingredients ready for the churro batter. We've got 140 grams of all-purpose or plain flour. We're going to use a ½ teaspoon of salt, 2 eggs, 100 grams of butter, 236 mils of hot water. I've got no idea. I've never seen a recipe where they've had such a random number before. Maybe 230 mils doesn't work, but 236 does. Who knows? And then we're going to use some cinnamon sugar to dip our churros in when they're made. You could use plain caster sugar, or you could just add cinnamon to some caster sugar to make the same. This is just a shop bought one that we use on our pancakes, so we'll try that out. So let's get this batter made. So I popped the salt in with the flour. I've melted the butter down into the hot water. I'll combine those 2 ingredients, and then I'll blend the eggs in one at a time with a hand blender, and that will be the batter ready to go. So I've set the churro maker up, plugged it in, not turned it on yet. The only thing I have done is I've brushed the plates with a little bit of oil, just sunflower oil. Basically this is the first time this will be switched on, so there might be a little bit of smoke, which usually happens with these appliances. I've put the batter into a jug, which I'm hoping is going to make it easier to pour in so we don't get too much spillage. Or you could use a piping bag. Obviously if you're using a piping bag, just make sure it doesn't touch the plates once they're hot. Otherwise you're going to get it sticking or melting. So let's switch it on. The plug, we've got 2 lights on here, a red and a green. And I believe that the red one will go out and the green one will stay lit when it's ready to cook on, and that'll take about 3 to 5 minutes. So I'll bring you back when that's ready. Okay, so it's ready to use. It was actually the opposite way around. The green light goes off when it's ready to use, the red one stays on, which seems a little bit odd to me. However, we'll work with that. I am going to brush a little bit more oil just onto the plates. It is very, very hot. You don't want to be touching these plates with anything metal, because that would scratch it and damage the surface. Because I don't want them dripping, but I want these to be able to come away without sticking to the grill. Now, let's see how this goes. The batter is really thick. Super careful. Plastic. No. So I'm not scratching the plates. These have already started cooking, so I don't want to take too much longer. It does say be careful how you put the lid down so it doesn't squirt all over the sides. So that's easier with a plastic pot, not worrying about scratching anything. So just like a toaster maker, we're going to leave that for about 2.5 minutes, and then we're going to turn the machine over. make it cook evenly. Can you see how much steam's coming off there? It's making a lot of sizzling noises. It was actually squeaking before. And that is a lot of steam. That's just 2.5 minutes. I'm not going to look at it, but I am going to flip it like it says and give it another couple of minutes on that side. Okay, that's a lot of steam coming off there. It's making a lot of sizzling noises. It is getting wet on the outside because of the amount of steam coming off. This might not have been the best location to put this, right underneath the cupboards. And I'm not expecting the first batch to be that good. Usually with things like this, the first one's never that good. So we've just come up to 5 minutes, had 2.5 minutes on each side. The steaming has gone right down. It's hardly steaming or smoking at all now. Now, I am going to open it and see what we find. I'm a little bit scared. So, do I open it upside down? Oh man! They look like churros. They do look a little bit burned. Let's see. Oh, they lift off as one. Maybe because I spread the batter over. Oh my goodness. They do look and smell like churros. So they have come away really clean. You can see there's nothing stuck to the pan. And these are, like I said, they do look a little bit on the dark side. I might knock a minute, oh, they feel hollow. I might knock a minute off that time. So for these first ones, I'm simply going to use, like I said before, the Perfect Pancake Cinnamon Sugar, and I am going to put it on while they're warm and hopefully it'll stick a little bit better. Oh, do you know, it smells like I'm in Disney. I'm just going to let those cool down just for a minute before I give it a taste. So let's give them a taste. They do smell really nice. Like I said, a little bit on the dark side, that one. Like being in Disney. Probably need a little bit more cinnamon sugar. I think with one of the dips, they would be truly amazing. First ones out of the machine, I'm really impressed. My waistline's going to expand. I'm having a go at making the caramel dipping sauce from the leaflet, and all I've got in this pan is 60 ml of water and 100 grams of granulated sugar. I've melted that down, stirring it, and now I'm cooking it on high until it starts to caramelise. I think we're steaming it a little bit. And once it's started to caramelise, I'll pour in some double cream and stir it up. And I might even add a little bit of salt and make it a salted caramel dip. I haven't done this before. Let's see if it works out. So this has started to caramelise. I'm going to take it off the heat. And we're going to stir in 120 ml of cream. Let's finish stirring this and we'll let it cool down a little bit before we try it. So there we've got the caramel sauce. That's cooled down quite nicely there, so a little bit warm. Nice texture. We've used up the rest of the batter to make a couple more batches of the churros in the maker. Now the batter didn't work quite as well this time because I actually put it away in the fridge for a couple of hours while we ran a couple of errands. I took it out of the fridge for half an hour before I used it so it would just take that chill off it, but it didn't spread very well in the maker. However, I have tried one and it's come out really nice. So we've dusted these in cinnamon sugar with that gorgeous caramel sauce. Absolutely beautiful. Can you see there? It's got the crispy outside, nice and fluffy on the inside. The texture is perfect. Absolutely delicious treat. I'm so pleased with how they've come out. So overall this was super simple to use, really quick. I just followed the batter recipe from the book there as you saw. You could make up your own recipe I guess. And you could use other dipping sauces, chocolate dipping sauce, maybe some strawberry or raspberry sauce like you would put on ice creams. And I think clean up, I'm just allowing this to cool down now. Just going to wipe it over with a damp cloth and then store it away. So the only thing I would do differently next time is make sure I didn't chill the batter and used it from fresh. It did steam a lot more actually when it was cooler as well. It made the machine steam a lot more. Great piece of kit guys. So there we have the churro maker. Very impressed.